Okay, it's 11 p.m. according to Pope Gregory's time. The time that Pope Gregory created is what everybody's using now. It's a fiction time. It has nothing to do with what's real. And first, let me tell you what I received as I was meditating. And if this may mean something to somebody, this woman, this female so called black American woman, was in a war situation. And she had a epiphany. And all that hardness shield around her crumbled. And she remembered who she was. And then she broke down crying because she was facing a life or death situation. It was really imminent death. She didn't know how she gonna get out of this. Because everybody told her, strong black woman, you can do anything. And she rejected marriage, she rejected having children, because she was taught that she was just as good as any man. That's what attracted her to go in the military, in the infantry. Now, if you want to go in the military and travel, I can understand that. But why would you put yourself in harm's way? Why would you go in the medical corps, somewhere you're not on the front line, women? Because you might just change your mind one day and say, you know what? I think I will have children. I think I will get married. Because that's what God commanded you to do. God commanded you to be fruitful and multiply. That's your purpose. You don't want your purpose because you've been deceived and programmed by white folks. Yeah, you've been following this feminine movement with white women. It has nothing to do with you. Your man never abused you like that. They want you to think he does. That's why they paint these pictures of us as monsters. But if you ever had a black man, you know he don't treat you like their men treat them. Now, I don't know how this relates to the black aliens, but this is not new to me. I heard this 50 years ago. And the reason why they said they look like black Americans was because that during that time, we just one of the few people who was wearing afros. That's why they would say black Americans, because Africans don't grow enough hair. Well, I won't say that. Because I have seen some African. I've seen an African with afro. I haven't seen a lot of them. And I guess they could grow afros if they wanted. I'm not really sure. But this was encountered by, what's his name? One of the old greats who've been in the movement for a long time. If you say his name, I remember it. He's a doctor, professor, what's his name? I'm gonna say his name at another time. It escapes me right now. But yeah, he told a story of he met these aliens who had afros, who was on the spacecraft. He actually peeped into what really happened. He had a vision, but this really did happen. NASA known about it 50 years. Why are they just telling you now? And for y'all who think it's so preposterous that a black alien Is that because you have so much hatred that you don't think you are people who could be living out in the universe? Those who are laughing and think it's crazy that have black aliens, you don't know who you are. You're your own worst enemy. What you're saying is that black people could not be God. Because when you say, where's God? He's in the heavens. Okay, who live in the heavens? Aliens. So you're saying, how can a black man be God? And all my life I've been looking at a white one. And you trying to tell me, black man, that Jesus is black. You trying to tell me God is black. Putin is lying. The Pope is lying. They've all got black people they worship. But I never worship no black people. That's what you're really saying. When they say Jesus, in their mind is a white man who they love and adore. They're in hell. They are in hell because you have not uplifted your lineage. That's a commandment, to uphold your lineage. And you wonder why you catching hell. You're giving yourself hell. If you see yourself as valuable, as a divine people, don't you know you be treated that way? I have no problems with anybody. I mean, they stop me. I just give them respect. Pull over, boy. I smell weed in this car. You been smoking? No, sir. I got my license registration ready when he come to the door. He don't have to ask me for it. I show no fear. I'm not trying to argue with him. That man ain't gonna hold you. He's scared then. When you respectful, they shaking their feet. Because he know, this is not one of mine here. This is not one of my people. I don't know what he gonna do. I better let him go. He only mess with the people he created. Who created, and when I say he created, I'm talking about who he programmed with his mindset to act like they act, to be ignorant of who they are. Then the people he look for. If you're a self-respecting man, woman, self-respecting. Remember now, if you don't respect yourself, you can't respect anybody else. They're divinely sent to take you out. Because anybody supposed to be self-respecting is you. All you've been through. If you don't respect yourself, you got to go. So you get a little help on the way out. So, in other words, the planet, the earth is taking you out because the earth is crying for balance. You're an unbalanced equation if you're ignorant. You cancel yourself out because you chose to be ignorant. You chose not to want to know. You chose not to study. You chose to follow everybody else. So black sisters, don't get all emotional now because you see your time may be limited. Be strong and say, hey, own up to it. Say, yeah, I chose the wrong way. Ain't nothing I can do about it now, but I ain't gonna wimp out now. I'm gonna be strong now. The time to be strong. And by being strong, you may find your way out of it. Matter of fact, that's the only way you're gonna find your way out of any situation is by being strong. Weakness is your ruin. And by weakness, I'm talking about being all emotional and all personal and taking everything. Everybody's against you and you ain't taking that. That's foolish. That's ignorant. Usually I do call at 10 o'clock, so you getting this 11 o'clock call. I guess it's a blessing for somebody. Somebody being blessed with this call. I don't use my healing tuning fork because I haven't got any indication that it's helping anybody. It helps me, so I'm going to be selfish and use it for me. Okay, so we want to thank you. This is a family membership, private membership. The people who come here know who I am. They know what we're talking about. They know the subject. They're respectful because they respect themselves. And I can understand if this is not your community and you upset because for the first time in your life, you feel like you rejected. And you've never been rejected. Why won't they accept me? Well, grow up. That's the way of the world. You have your own community. When people grow up, they accept their own. So what you're really saying is that I don't want y'all to grow up. I want y'all to continue to be the little patsies that I made you to be. You need to grow up. People not going to be foolish all their lives. So if you can't think of a black alien, you definitely can't think of a black God. You can't think of any divinity in us. So you're an unbalanced equation. You're not in harmony with the truth. The universe is waiting for you to balance you, if you know what I mean. With that, we're going to say thank y'all for coming. Thank you for subscribing, the likes, the comments, and for sharing the videos. And we want to keep this small. We don't want this to grow. Because when it grows up, when it grows, you can get all kind of negative vibrations. And it become a forum for them. So we want to keep it like it is. So the only people you hear are the people who matter. If you don't matter, if you're not making a positive contribution or positive input, then why are you here? Do you think that attitude is going to survive Armageddon? No, Armageddon is for you. All that negativity is bringing you to your doom. Oh, the earth is not me. No, we ain't talking about getting you. The universe already got you. They got your number. Your vibration is your number. And with the sunspot activity now, man, if you vibrating low, man, if you're not even measuring up what they call the Schumann resonance, you better ask somebody.